Hello everyone, it's Demps151 and welcome to rounds 5 and 6 of the VTCC here at a rainy and damp Brands Hatch for the Indy layout of the track. Now here we go. At the start you can see I qualified 9th and it's green lights and away we go. And Cpl Hamster, you just heard in the background, you can hear the team speak, has a bad start. I will state that obviously heat of the moment stuff is said on TeamSpeak, which is not meant, it's just out of heat of the moment stuff. Obviously the championship means a lot to us. So Cpl Hamster already having a drive through near the start. I'm currently in 8th behind Crystal Quark. Just behind me is Ian Miller. So we're all lined astern. Carl causing some problems for Cpl Hamster at the moment, but there I am in a comfortable position on the first lap. Visibility down to a low of the track is really wet. Having a look at Crystal Quark, he also takes a very tight line on that corner. Having a look again down the inside, you can just see in front in 4th, I think he's Sponge. Round the corner I come. Bit of contact, and there's a big bit of contact. Is it Chris? There you go, I do apologise, it's heat of the moment stuff. I think it's Dion or Erwin who's got on the inside of me. I've not seen him at all. Contacts happened there, dropped to a dismal 17th now. We're side by side going into the first corner, and there is Sponge out of the race. This race now becomes damage limitation. There's nothing we can do about it, just have to get on the first lap. This is what you're going to get in the rain. You're going to get accidents, and look at Erwin battling around the back of me, determined to get past her now. Side by side on the exit, I get on the curb, get a poor exit, and he's just going to nip in front at this point. I try to stay as close as possible alongside, and you can see the frustration in my voice. And Erwin just runs a bit further, a bit wider, and it costs him quite a few seconds. So on to the back, start finish straight, on to lap number 3. I'm 17 in the sprint race. Now what has been catching people out and getting people is the tyre wear for the wet tyres. It's extraordinarily fast. If you look in the bottom right hand corner you can see how quick it is. It's already gone down, we're only 3 laps in. Now people have decided, do we pit or do we not? Do we just carry on or? We don't know, really. We do not know. We're venturing into the unknown at this point.
Please make sure you all have your lights on. There's still people driving around without lights on. You must be. Thank you.
So there you go. That's the race director warning. Everyone should have their headlights on in the wet conditions. Obviously, the visibility when you're behind, especially a group of cars, you can't really see anything. It's handy to have them lights on, just so you know whereabouts the car in front is.
Yes.
So there's 3 cars in the pits at the moment. I move up into 15th place. Got traction just in front.
Fucking made it up to 7th.
Cpl Hamster's up to 7th place, but like he says, got a drive-through penalty. So we're on lap 4. This is where well, I presume Traction and Erwin were the same. We are quite far behind the main group. It's just about getting a consistent rhythm going and just carry on.
Switch places. We're mechanics. Down.
Stop wheeling up.
Oh, they gave me soft.
Oh.
And Sponge entered the pits.
My race anyway, so I retired.
So as you can hear in the background.
As long as you're finishing 15th or better.
No, that wasn't going to happen. Guys, we're up 3 laps already.
And out of the pits is that Cpl Hamster. Yes, it is. So Cpl Hamster comes out in 14th, 13th place. Just had to count that for some reason there. So 13th place. He's been into the pits, changed the tyres. So this is what I mean about maybe some pit stops. That was stop go penalty. And I go straight down the inside of Erwin, who not Erwin, sorry, Traction, who ran wide.
Well, my tyres are 120 from front.
So we're on lap 5, Irwin just behind.
Why
This
has the temperature gone up massively on him?
this is where
They're not dry tyres, are they? I know they'd be cold, wouldn't they?
I wouldn't be gripping as well
you
either.
can hear the discussion about the tyres, where the tyres are a real talking point of this race due to the weather. Braking hard into the first corner. I love Brands Hatch Indy. It's such a good track. It always has been. And the GP circuit I absolutely love. In the rain, it's still quite good. It's quite interesting. Understeer's normally bad enough in these little Clios, but he's even worse in the rain, as you can imagine. Hamster's running onto the curb. I don't want to attack him. I just want to just stay behind. You can see how close I get, but I just back off.
No worries. He's right up my arse, so be careful.
Let him feel your presence.
Go.
No, I'm not clear, Big. Just, you stay on that side, accelerate. Fucking hell, that was close.
Oh no.
Lap times for
Hey, I'm on-
everyone. Lap times for everyone around.
Just stay in front, You're alright for the time being. If he's looking for that opportunity to come with.
So you can hear in the discussion
Everyone
there.
is around the 56s now.
So,
everyone's having
Every
trouble.
time's around the 56ers, Sponge saying. Hams.
He's fucking making me the best.
As you can hear the discussion before,
Who is it?
Crystal. Oh no, it's not. Selena.
that I wasn't wanting
doing
to let
I
Irwin.
think it was him who made contact with me. 4.0.
Well, that's good because I'm tied with him in the championship.
I think we were 6th and 7th and then just got stuck together.
Turn.
So there's a discussion before with
Thanks, mate.
regarding letting me through. Obviously, Irwin was that close behind me, he would have come through with me. So
Passed him on the straight.
decide against that. So we're just lying astern at the moment.
I've got 74% wear on my front left.
I'm going to try and get to lap 10.
See, we're already thinking about pit stops. Do we pit? Do we pit?
Lap 10.
Maybe it's better carrying on. So we're having that discussion now.
Ginny and Miller.
So the times are not bad. We're doing 56.9 on that last lap.
He's dropping 2 seconds on your lap time. He's last lap 58.
So we can't grumble about the lap times. So best thing to do is just keep going while the lap times are still consistent and still decent pace.
Okay, that is no grip whatsoever now.
See me say no grip whatsoever. Do apologise for the language once again. Very sorry. Heat of the moment stuff. It's just normal. Do apologise, sir.
Anyone else pitted yet, Sponge?
No, I'm keeping an eye on it.
That lap was fast.
You're in a good position. Don't take
So
too
we
many
cross a
risks.
line.
Try squeezing past
Another 56.6. So the time in the rain at the moment is 56s, which is still quite a good
To this race,
pace.
it might be worth trying to go.
What, full distance?
Mm.
Well, we're not going to lose out here, so shall we just stretch it out?
Let's try it. 'Cause it'll
Try
help
and stop this guy
testing
getting
for
underneath you.
feature
Cover that
race.
inside
So there you go, damage limitations. We might as well carry on. We're down the order. It's been a disastrous race from the start, really, for both of us two, especially for Sponge, who's retired. Falcon doing quite well at the moment, but for Hamster Racing, today, the
It's coming down your side.
Yeah.
damage limitation, bit of contact, Alvarado,
Going off.
Toxic.
just a little bit. And here we go with the first pit. Toxic has jumped in the pit.
Yeah, let's stretch this.
Now
We've got nothing to lose.
up into 11th.
Ian Miller's pitting.
So Ian Miller pitting as well for new tyres. So this is where it gets interesting.
Just to be
Look
fair,
down the inside, a bit of
Now
contact.
we know it's coming. Not
Up
doing
the
so
hill,
bad.
up the hill, into 10th place.
On 57s. Demps is on 57 as well.
Brave.
Nice
Doing
overtaking.
pretty good.
Great
Where's
work.
Falcon? Falcon's doing good as well. 55.
So you can see with Sponge being in the pits, he can monitor the time, monitor who's coming in the pits. He's become our race director in turn by retiring and going to the pits. But it does help. Funnily enough, it does help. And I wish we could hire someone. Maybe you want to be our race director or something somehow. Surely we could figure a way and you can sit in the
Ian was
pits.
Exiting.
It would be quite helpful and handy.
There's a lot down.
Yeah.
And look at the tyre
I
wear.
don't think they're going to make the time up, you know. Not with the short length time that tyres actually lasting.
No, it's... No.
The problem
I would go for the full
Okay,
stint
you've
if
got
you
good
can.
pace. It's time to turn.
is if I keep stop talking, it's due to if I don't want to interrupt what's been said on the team speak.
Front left's completely gone.
Your lips, really? Your laps. Your laps are so good. 56.3. Compared to them, it's around the same. A bit faster.
It'll be towards the end where we drop off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
But they didn't pit as well, so they're dropping as well.
Yeah. Everybody in front of us hasn't pitted.
Yeah.
So they're in exactly the same boat as us.
Let's hope they decide to pit.
You're getting really close.
So,
Hustle him. Try and
we've got into that rhythm now. We've got nothing to lose. We're just going to continue following each other around to more or less the end now. It's lap 11 of 17. We're hoping for cars in front of him. Irwin's still latched onto the back of me, so he's probably getting sick as a sight at the rear end of my car. I've got Cpl Hamster, who's again been in front of me for quite a few laps now.
You guys are gaining a second on Irwin, a lap.
Is that guy behind me, Sponge, a lap down?
No, it's Irwin.
No, directly behind me on track. That's...
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to say he gained... Well, he's dragged his son up.
So the car behind me isn't Irwin, I do apologise.
There's a lap down.
It's a lap down runner, so he's... I think new tyres on that car behind.
Here it is.
Try and take you
Falcon
under
pitting.
braking into the slow corner, but don't take too many
Is that Falcon pitting? I just heard Sponge say. That's interesting. I didn't realise that in the race. Maybe he's lower than I expected. I'm not sure on that one, to
If
be.
he wants to jump in front, he can jump in front.
You're not losing anything by letting him through.
And look at that. Look at the bottom right hand corner with the
It's Ian Miller.
Ian Miller, who's just behind me, who's been a lap car. He's just stuck on the back end of me.
Throw him up.
But look at the right hand bottom corner. Look at them tyres.
Yeah,
The rear ones have barely been
You've got
affected.
fresh tyres, we haven't.
Yeah.
So you should catch us anyway.
The front two, well,
Whereabouts on track are you?
Right behind you.
Well, there we go
are
then.
just
We'll let
disintegrated.
you through.
Crystal Quad.
So Falcon not having a great race, neither. He's behind us. He's a lap down as well, so
Has he pitted yet?
Oh.
again he's got nothing to lose, so he's tried to
You just need to pick up the pace
How the
a
fuck
little
can he
bit
be
to
setting
make
them
cars
laps?
maybe nick some points and that.
Everyone else is on 56 or 57.
So down in 10th place, 9th place for Cpl Hamster. Sponge retired from the race, and I think Falcons are down in about 15th. So his damage limitation. What the rain has done here at Barnside is really shaken up the grid. Obviously, with championship wise, you expect Hamster and Falcon to be up there. Myself, not to be far off away from the top 5 or 6. And Sponge expect to be right up there as well. We've got last place Larry in 8th place, which Cpl Hamster is slowly catching up with now. Myself,
56.9.
I've got a little gap. It's comfortable now. We're setting a rhythm. We're lap 15, only 2 laps to the end. So
we can go to lap 17 at least in feature race.
Yeah.
Ja. I figure rijden al. Catching you a bit.
This is great. You're on him like a cheap suit. Keep him under pressure.
and there's the fake race director with his cheesy commentary. I don't know anything about cheesy commentary.
Oh wait, Xenon. Oh, this
Only
is
professional.
first. Oh, this is
He was in the caves on the left and right.
Fucking up on the lap side.
Did you hear that? I'm up on the lap side towards the end with no grip on the front tyres.
You're getting used to it.
I don't know what I crossed the line with, but you can see the consistency here: 56.5, 56.8, 56.6, 56.2.
Alright,
So consistent.
you keep going, I think you'll
With a
get
lot of time, no needed to pit. The cars that did pit
Yeah, okay.
suffered
Second.
suffered
yeah,
quite a lot.
57.1.
especially toxic.
Steering wheel started
Look at that, runs wide. There's a lack of great brakes a bit late as well. I'm turning fully right, and the car just does not want to get into the corner whatsoever. Hamster trying to, he's found his rhythm. I've lost it kind of on this lap. Lap 16.
Yeah, mine has.
10 seconds in front of Irwin.
Literally got no front.
About a second a little bit
Is that you?
behind Hamster.
Yeah, but is it you
Is it
behind
obviously
you?
have you switched?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Falcon is just behind. You can probably just see in the mirror.
Should be alright.
He's a lap down, so he's
Larry's
if we wanted to get past, he could get past, I suppose. So this is the last lap of Brands Hatch Indy for round 5 of the VTCC here at Brands Hatch Indy. A very wet weather Brands Hatch Indy.
I doubt it.
What will be coming up
It seems.
tomorrow will be
English damage
VTCC
limitations,
round 6, which will be the feature race, a longer 29 lap race here at Brands Hatch Indy. Again, a very wet Brands Hatch Indy. And that's a race you want to stick around for, because that is eventful race. Smokey Adam wins the race. Sensei in second. I'm not sure who was third. I'm sorry to say. I don't know. And here we come to cross the line. It is P9 and 10 for me, for Cpl Hamster and me. Yeah, and not the greatest race. It was more damage limitations, but we've come through it in the end, finishing 9th and 10th and 15th. Could have been a lot better. Sponge unfortunately retiring after damage. We did get the points on the board, that's the main thing. After, like I said, not the greatest of sprint races for us at Brands Hatch Indy. Hopefully a better result coming up in round 6 in the feature race at Brands Hatch Indy, which will be coming to you tomorrow. But that's the end of today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like, subscribe and a comment in the comment section below. Maybe share it with your friends. Say, look at what I've been doing. If you're in this championship, yeah, share it with your friends. You go, look, there's me in this championship. There's me causing Demps hassle and making him come lower down the order and stealing points off him. Fairly, by the way. That wasn't an act of aggression. But thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.
Shoot you right down. Boom, 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 boom.